1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero.
Determining who is going to be the coach of Liberia national team, and based on the statutory provision given to them, they vetted series of coaches, taking note of not just the qualities in terms of the leadership ability, how they instruct, or the performance of the period, but they center around in terms of how they can go and develop Liberia football, building a very good local-based team, and also developing and bringing a new breed of players to represent Liberia internationally. So we, as the executive committee, received a recommendation from the technical football development committee to review, and based on our own vision, was submitted to Ministry of Youth and Sports. Ministry of Youth and Sports responded to the LFP as owner of the national team, and we decided to appoint Mr. Ansu Kieta as head coach of the Liberia national team.
More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys.
Nana teuri, nana trata, nana ngomwa, osenea, amidimara, bemasukwa, nana teriadia, sumunielua, mami pete. More than 1 hour. We are here waiting. We are here to tell the boys for elephant. Does someone do anything to allow us eat? We are frustrated. Elephant is nothing. They are zero.
A pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the Freedom Weekend Sports. Another Saturday, another fascinating sports program in Liberia. Another day to talk about what is happening in the world of sports across Liberia and elsewhere. And today is the 30th day of the month of August 2025. So meaning that we have few more hours to be into September 2025. What a way to welcome you to Liberia fascinating sports program this afternoon. It promises to be a good sports program. The Freedom Weekend Sports this afternoon. We are playing host to Mr. MS Stitches Glasgow. The president of Senior Female Professional will be our guest this afternoon on the Freedom Weekend Sports. And then we're going to be talking a lot of things happening in Liberian football. We also thought to play call out to the CEO of FC Facel, Mr. Kasia Anthony Kuo. We are getting reports so far. Indeed, he has decided to help the national team of Liberia if the government fails to provide the needed funds in time for Lone Star to depart Monrovia for the north of Africa to face the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier. Liberia have two games away. We have Malawi and that of the Tunisian national team. But our guest this afternoon is Mr. MS Glasgow. We're going to pick him up on the line due to some top engagement. Mr. Glasgow has informed us we're going to have you on the line. So this is the Weekend Sports. I'm here with a friend and brother who has been around for some time, but just stay away from me. I have Jain Tumu. I have my man Lazadi Wanin. We're going to be joined in by Danishos Mate. Jain, it's been a long time. What's up?
Good job. Thank you first for having me back on the show. And like you said, it's been a long while, but physically we have been meeting.
Yeah, obviously.
But not to discuss on the radio now. But thank you very much, and I'm very glad to be back on the radio, and I feel very, very, on the urge, to be part of the show again, particularly where you're having Emmett Glasgow as your guest, and I had a Lone Star game against Tunisia and Malawi.
And Johnny, I think you should be having the full list of players called up by Coach Thomas Kojo, and what Johnny run through the full list. Okay, I have the full list of players invited for the national team of Liberia by Coach Thomas Kojo. Remember, Thomas Kojo is a staying coach of the national team of Liberia. Kogoba Tomin Sango is right there for Leska FC. Adela Kurubali, who just joined LPRC, joined Yene of newly promoted first division side Wologisi Football Club. Defenders invited for the two ties against Tunisia and Malawi include Prim Bali, who plays in Norway. Nato Swen has been caught up. Mark Papa, Yusuf Dukle, Nelson Laumind, Fede Tanon Jayamfo, and Kemu Kamara, who just joined LPRC. Others for midfielder Oscar Dole, Divantier, Sheikh Sisse, Solomon Tue, Noan Cannon, and Jackman Conan. The forwards include Brian Fakano, Edward Lenner, Daniel Toh, Daniel Human, Daniel Toh, William Gibson, Ayuba Kosia, and Salamana Bad. They have all been called up to join the national team of Liberia for the game. So it is a list of players that will be representing Liberia against the Tunisian national team and that of Malawi in the double-headed FIFA World Cup qualifiers scheduled for September. When the national team of Liberia go away in two crucial international games. But this is the shocking news that up to now, the media manager of the Liberia Football Association, let me just read word by word the statement that was released this morning in its chat room consists of sports journalists, precisely. That's the chairman of the Sports Writers Association of Liberia. He said, "Good morning, fellow media colleagues. Yes, he was responding to an inquiry from journalist Danisha Mate, where it was posted on social media that Lone Star yet to get funds from the government of Liberia. He said, "Good morning, fellow media colleagues. Yes, it is true that as of yesterday, the funding for the trip has not been made available. However, this is not unusual in situations like this, and the national team will travel as planned. The government has committed to providing the fundings, and the team will travel. On several occasions, we have seen arrangements were made for the team to travel on credit while awaiting the release of funds, and this situation is no different. Hopefully, as part of budgetary amount, hopefully part of the budgetary amount is expected to be released today. The Lone Star will travel to honor her World Cup qualifier features." That is from the media manager of the Liberia Football Association, Anthony Kokoe. But we are getting report that the funds still being delayed to come out. One person who has expressed interest in terms of helping the national team, as a matter of fact, he wants the funds to be provided so the players can go, so the national team can go, is Mr. Kasia Anthony Kuo. He's the CEO of FC Facel. Mr. Kuo, good afternoon. You're live on the Freedom Weekend Post.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rolla. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How is life? How is FC Facel? How is the tuning in Cairo, Egypt?
We're doing great. We are trying to push our agenda and the Liberian people agenda. We are trying to bring pride to this nation. So we are getting ready physically, mentally, and so as to push the game against MC Orioles come 20 September 2025 at the Dortmund Stadium at 3:30. We are trying to bring glory to Liberia.
Mr. Kuo, many are surprised. We saw on social media over 511,000 USD has been spent just for the ongoing preseason activities. Many believe that this is the biggest preparation a Liberian club have ever gone through, and you are going through it. Mr. Kuo, many are surprised. You're splashing hugely and not getting the needed result, or when I say the result, the money, because you won the championship. 20,000 was in the championship, and now you have spent $500,000 on preparation.
Yeah, Roland, the vast majority of that funding is not for preseason. It went into player transfers.
Okay.
You understand? We brought in 9 foreign players and 2 new coaches.
Okay.
To get on our coaching staff. So vast majority of that funding, approximately 200,000+ went. Approximately 200,000+ went into players transfer and coaches transfer. Okay. So and then the rest went to the preseason, which is hotel accommodation, feeding, and that of ticketing. Okay. So that's how a professional team should run. As if I said, we are not just here. We are, as I said every day to people, the movement to liberate Liberian football from where it is. So we believe that more can be done in this nation. So we are just doing our best so as to rewrite the name of Liberian football in Africa and that of the rest of the world.
And okay,
yeah, Mr. Kuo, good morning. I don't know if it's in the morning in Egypt. You going in Egypt, right?
No, he's somewhere all of Liberia now.
Okay, or he's somewhere all of Liberia. We can't discuss it right now. But I'm concerned. Your spending is not just unique to FC Facel. Recently, you have your team, the Determined Girls in women football. This issue about your spending in Liberian football, like Kojo was saying, not getting the needed result. Determined Girl performer. I listened to Master Queen. She said you were never done beat when the team were done during the qualifier. You're always being motivating, telling the players that telling her that the team can still get a win, get a draw, and get a stop. What that eagerness, that and the thought about the passion to just push, continue believing that one day you'll get something out of football. Where it come from?
Yeah, the thing is not only about the win. It's a work in progress. It's a project that we are trying to develop. It doesn't build. Rome wasn't built in one day. We believe that we can get there as Liberians. We believe we can get there as an organization and as a country. So we understand it's going to take a lot in order for us to achieve our needed goals. So all I can say is we'll continue pushing. We have the passion, we have the zits, and we believe that we are financially capable enough to get where we need to get. So we are going to do what we can do.
Okay.
We have everything in place, all the necessary mechanism, and we believe if we believe we need some foreign players, we're going to always get them. If we believe we need new coaches, we're going to always get them. We're going to do the best thing possible so as to bring pride to this nation. Liberia has been out of the loop for a very long time. Imagine since 2002, our last appearance to African Cup of Nations. That is a disgrace to this nation. Okay. Looking at the type of caliber of player we have in Liberia, we should be participating in African Cup of Nations whenever there is that major competition in Africa. And having come from a country that produces the only African best, and you still cannot just participate in African Cup of Nations for approximately 2 decades. That is a disgrace.
Okay.
So we are working tirelessly to see that we can bring an end to these things.
Just before we take leave of you, few minutes ago, before coming on the show, it popped up that Mr. Quo has been watching and hearing news that the government of Liberia yet to provide funds to the national team of Liberia. And it says, I'm prepared to give a B-shot assistance if the need be. Mr. Quo, give us detail about that statement towards the national team.
I'm a patriotic Liberian. At the end of the day, I don't like to see our country go down like that. Forfeiting again because of playing ticket, I believe, is a complete disgrace to the nation as a whole. The government of Liberia, we understand the government is struggling. They got competing priorities. People in the Doe community, they need right now, Thomas, they are looking for the way in which the government can stop the water law community from water flooding their rooms. And the old lady in Doe community is walking in water every day. The government get all these priority other than football. Somebody will say, oh, you want the government to spend the money on football? So you need a vibrant FA, a FA that is in the position to solicit money so that when the government finance delay, they can be able to step up and be able to take care of the situation until the government can refund them. But at the end of the day, you got people in FA who is depending on the FA money to run their life. So at the end of the day, you keep like that. You cannot suppress the government like that. Every day you complain about the government. The national government is doing their best. They are trying. You don't want to bring the government to public disgrace that government of Liberia hasn't given us money yet. You're complaining like a kid. Get off your eyes and go and do what you're supposed to do to see how best you can help the national team. The money will come. The government have never failed not to help the national team.
Mr. Quo, what do you plan to do now? Is it you want to honor right the cost of the tickets? What do you plan to do now to help?
We
as a patriot,
we are standing by. If the FA request, we're going to get in. They say recently the FA, we are not rich, but we are comfortable. We are going to do what is needed to raise the flag of Liberia high. That's what makes us patriotic Liberia. So we are going to do what we have to do. We are standing by. If we are asked to solicit the FA, if the FA can come to us and let us know that we need assistance, why not? We're going to come out and do the necessary so that Liberia can honor the march.
Mr. President of SC Facility, the last time you make a contribution, that contribution was being considered and rejected. And now you anticipating, you say the need be if the FA calls. And I want to know if the FA doesn't call and then you think that it is prudent, what channel? Because the last time the president said you should part to the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Ministry of Finance to provide fundings for the national team. Which channel do you going to use? Are you going to use the government, the LFA, the team, the technical staff to get involved? Is that method you're going to use, or you're going to go direct to the LFA?
The LFA is the one that owns the day-to-day affair of the national team. Right now, I consider what you guys are saying as a speculation that the government hasn't released funding to the FA, or the FA hasn't purchased ticket for the national team as of yet. I consider it
but the media, the media manager of the Football Association, Anthony Kokwe, confirmed that to us this morning that they are yet to receive money.
It wasn't a press release. It was just as you say, Kokwe confirms that to you guys. So what I'm looking at is I consider it a speculation. Until that can be proven and there's a request, we are not going to come forward and say we can do something for the Liberia Football Association because once we decided to do it and it was rejected. So this time around, we'll be sitting back and watching. If we are called upon to solicit in the proper way, we are going to do our best to give it a shot and make sure that Liberia is represented and the flair of this country is raised at the highest level.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. Is there anything you want to talk about before we leave a view?
Before I part, I would just like to give a gist about the LFA and Jubilee current case. It is heartening that the FA thought that Jubilee wasn't going to, make the necessary payment, and the LFA legal team wrote CAF, telling CAF that they should withdraw the case because Jubilee did not make the necessary payment. I want to let the public know that we are doing everything to solicit Jubilee, and we will do it for any team that we feel is treated wrongly by the Liberia Football Association. We are doing everything possible to solicit Jubilee. We were able to provide funding for Jubilee in the tune of $29,000, and they were able to pay that money to CAS. And we are praying that Jubilee be victorious and be reinstated by the FA with immediate effect to join the Liberia First Division. So that I just want the public to know that we are not only here for FC Facel and Determined Girl, we are here for Liberian football.
Mr. Cole, where you go, we were told that both Jubilee and that of the Football Association were to be the one to pay that money. How come you pay for those that you take complaint against, or you took complaint against the CAS? Why is that to pay for the FA?
Because CAS said if the total amount is not paid, they were going to withdraw the case. And the FA, knowing the fact that their case is very weak against Jubilee, they wanted to strangulate Jubilee by not paying and asking Jubilee to make the payment. Okay. Because if Jubilee don't make the payment, then the case will be withdrawn and the FA will be victorious at the end of the day. So we were called upon to solicit Jubilee. We believe that Jubilee has the right to remain in the first division because Jubilee did everything correctly. The FA is, in my opinion, they are in error because it's a double jeopardy. You cannot ask somebody to pay money at the same time you say you relegate the person. You cannot do two at the same time. You had the option to choose relegation. You did not. You chose fine. So you cannot fine and relegate. Okay. That's double jeopardy.
Okay, Mr.
So we solicit Jubilee, and we believe Jubilee will be victorious.
Okay, Mr. Cole, thank you very much. Enjoy your stay while outside of Liberia. We hope you can scratch into the national team. Thank you.
I'm in Liberia.
Oh, sorry that Mr. Cole left the line. Mr. Cole is actually in Liberia. We're trying to get our guest, Mr. Emma Glasgow, but we have Jalate Seon from the Football Association. I guess he's the liquor person at the arm of the Football Association. Good afternoon. I guess you want to make some point on the weekend's post.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. I just needed to provide free clarity, especially the last point that was spoken about by Cassette Cole.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am the chairman on Liga of the LFA. I am not the head of Liga for LFA.
Okay, so the chairperson. The chairperson.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'm a chairperson on Liga committee, meaning the fact I was elected as a executive committee member. And I have a legal background, so I chair that committee.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm in a know of everything that's happening, especially the Jubilee case. So it's important to get your light on that, if you wish.
Yeah, go ahead quickly. Let hear from you.
Thank you.
We've been told that 1,000 has been paid. They pay for the Football Association.
No, that's true. That's not true. The first thing is, it's important to know that Jubilee requested for 3 arbitrators, and initially FA wanted 1 arbitrator, but Jubilee requested for 3 arbitrators. So the CAS wrote us and said that 3 arbitrators, you have to pay around 60 or some more thousand dollars. So which means that both the respondent and the appellant, which means Jubilee and the FA, needed to share the amount into 2. 10,000 each. And we very know that Jubilee doesn't have that amount, and the FA is not willing to pay that amount for such a case. And so we wrote and agreed that the arbitrator should be reduced to 1. So the CAS wrote us and said, okay, since that's 1 arbitrator, it means that they both people should share, I think around 20,000 or so, because it was 60,000. So if you divide that by 3, I mean that should be around 20,000. So that's the amount that the both parties, which is the FA and Jubilee, need to pay.
Okay.
And if Jubilee paid that portion of it, the FA is definitely going to pay cost portion of such a fund. But it's important to note that Jubilee has the right to go to CAS, which they did, and the FA also headed by Benedict Garcia, the legal team, how they were to respond in the way they did. Okay. And what we did was to provide guardians.
So did you pay your own portion of the funding beside, because Mr. Coach just confirmed that they made a payment for both the LFA and Jubilee. So it is in a way that the LFA paid.
So the question is, you have 2 parties to a suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you make a payment, it means that if you win, the other party, which is the FA, we have to reimburse you in full.
Okay.
Not on that basis that you did that payment.
Okay. Thank you.
So that means the LFA did not pay.
Say again?
That means to confirm in a clear language. I don't want for her to be like the Supreme Court and the House of Reps.
I can confirm as to whether the entire amount was paid by Jubilee or not, because I don't work directly with the FA, as you know.
Okay.
I'm the chair on legal, so my function basically is to provide guidance to them and making sure that what they're doing has legal reliance. And that I've been doing.
Okay.
So I need to speak to the manager on legal, which is Councilor Benedict Garcia. Maybe he will confirm or deny that. But what I can say is that if Jubilee has paid, it does not mean that the fund will be going for anything. It only means that right after the proceeding has ended, if Jubilee wins, the FA will have to reimburse in full. That's what it means.
Okay. Thank you, Charate.
Thank you.
Charate is from the angle of the Liberia Football Association. And earlier on, you listen to Mr. Cassio Anthony Kuo. They're saying that if the need be, he's willing, as a matter of fact, he's willing to provide assistance to the Liberia Football Association. This is the weekend sports. Let's try to take our guest. Our guest is Mr. Emma Glasgow. On the weekend sports this afternoon, and let's see how best we can get our guests coming up. This is the Freedom Weekend Sports. If you just joined you are listening to the Weekend Sports on Freedom 87.9. Our guest is Mr. Emma Glasgow. Mr. Glasgow, good afternoon and welcome to the Freedom Weekend Sports.
Good afternoon, Thomas Kujo, and good afternoon to your listening populace.
Hi, it's live, my man. It's been a long time. How's your pro?
You want to speak to me?
Yeah, make an issue with you.
Yeah, senior female professional doing well. We just defeated the Honor 17 national team.
But everybody beating the Honor 17 national team.
Yeah, so we just getting the early morning breakfast.
Let's know what is in store for the team for 2025-2026 league season.
Yeah, The team is preparing. Like I said, in a couple of days, senior female professional will be unveiling a new sponsor.
Okay.
And we have the media informed.
Okay.
And we disclose that to the public. So yeah, we are preparing. We started preparation, and we hope in this season that we can be a title contender.
It's not that $1 million in the sponsorship deal.
Yeah, but with the company we are talking about, it's not a company that it's not just any company. It's
not a big company, eh?
Yeah, it's not a big company.
Okay, let's move on to what exactly we call your for. Mr. Glasgow, a recent, you have been revealing lots of things like the whistleblower. Like,
no, you can't concern me with whistleblower.
No. I just ain't listening like that.
Like, okay.
Like, you have been revealing a lot of things. You have 12,000.
The House of Fame.
The House of Fame issues. People are pointing their relative at the angle of the Football Association. Some other things happening. First, let's talk about the the US 12,000 that you reveal from the angle of the Football Association. Give us detail about that exposures.
Okay, so again, we talk about the Labrador Football Association every time we talk about transparency and accountability. And my issue has been when it comes to the violation of the LFA statute, I think it's wrong, and we cannot say that and condone such behavior. The executive committee has no power. The executive committee has no power. It's in the statute. I did not read the statute. Article 15.1 is very clear. Okay, the executive committee, anything that falls within the sphere of the Congress, the responsibility of Congress, the executive committee has no power to undo that. So, budget, it falls within the sphere of the Congress. We did not, that 12,000 that was given to Mr. Chris, it wasn't budgeted for, it was not in the budget, and we cannot expand that money. I think it's a violation, and they need to correct that. Okay, you gave 12,000 that was not approved as stakeholder to the individual for the House of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
We go 8 months, going to 9 months, and we cannot even have the program. And the individual is coming out to say that because of the rainy season. Come on, the House of Fame, the program will be indoor, for Christ's sake. Everybody that will be coming to that program will be driving. So you cannot say because of rainy season that we cannot have the program. I think it ring a bell, and I think the FA need to correct that.
Okay, and when tell us exactly what was the time frame set up for that House of Fame ceremony to be held?
Since the last year awards program. Since last year awards program.
Okay.
It was terrible.
So you are
you cannot take the money. You cannot take the money for a program while the stakeholder we are waiting, and then at the end of the day, we can't get nothing. I ain't been that, we are not going to speak on any kind of an issue. We're just going to be going until we go to 2.
Mr. Glasgow, we know normally before Congress is actually held, you people go for pre-congressional meetings where the budget.
Yes. And I think it's wrong.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You're long back.
Okay, Mr. Glasgow, no, normally before the Congress held, you people go for pre-congressional meeting where the budget and other things are discussed. They didn't even discuss it this time before going for the Congress.
So, like I said, it was
like the line. Okay,
now.
let me reconnect with Mr. Glasgow. We have some internet challenge. Let me see if I can reconnect with Mr. M.A. Glasgow. This is the Freedom Weekend Sports. If you just joined us, you are listening to the Weekend Sports. We're playing host to M.A. Stages Glasgow. He's the president of CM Female Professionals there. Mr. Glasgow has been in releasing a lot of information in football chat rooms across the country of recent was an issue. This is I think Mr. Glasgow did receive a call locally, but we're making frantic effort to see how best we can reconnect with the president of CM Female Professional. But I'll go for this break to do some technical adjustment. Okay, welcome back. We have Mr. Glasgow back on the line. Mr. Glasgow, just continue. You are in flight, and then the line got interrupted.
So what I was saying, you asked whether we did not discuss that in the pre-budget hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, how can we discuss something that is not on the budget?
Okay.
It wasn't in the budget. It was in the budget. It's completely different, but it wasn't. So we fully discuss that.
As a stakeholder, have you reached out to the Football Association to know where exactly they took that 12,000 from to get to?
Hello?
As a stakeholder, have you reached out to the Football Association to know exactly where they took that that 12,000 from?
So when I reviewed this, I put it in the club president chairman, which is one of the official means of communicating with the FA.
Okay.
Okay. And the second vice president had the audacity to respond to my inquiry, saying that the FA doesn't owe stakeholder nation.
Okay.
That when they go outside to go look for money, they will need to. They need to tell us how they get the money or how they spend it. And I was like, "Are you joking? Are you serious, Mr. Second Vice President? Do you know the function of the executive committee? Maybe you don't know the function of the executive committee. You are answerable to us. We are the legislative arm of football. We are the stakeholders. So if you go out there, you cannot go outside. I have been that you are not an executive committee member. Can you go in your own need to go and lobby? You use the association need to go and get sponsor. Whatever way you want to get the money, it's your responsibility. That's why we elected you. So when you bring the money, you have to tell us who gave you the money, how that money going to be expanded. You cannot just go and collect money and use it anyhow. It's misappropriation of funds, and it leads to corruption. We need to stop this.
So, Mr. Emmett Glasgow, I'm concerned because you lay emphasis on the statute, Article 50 of the statutes. 50.1. So I'm currently here talking about 50, talking about the power of the executive committee.
50.1.
Yeah, point 1 said the executive committee shall pass decision on all cases that do not come within the frame of the responsibility of Congress or not reserved for the body by law under these statutes. 2 says it says the executive committee shall appoint So talking about the shape and responsibility of Congress and reserve all other body or law stuff like that. What do you understand from that? What can you explain justifiably?
So the responsibility of the Congress has to be listed. If you go to Article 34, it tells you about the responsibility of the Congress. When you get the agenda, everything, approving a budget, all those things, right? Now, that fall on the Congress. So, Jai, if for whatever the question of the statute, the people that are very sensitive. Because if you just going to be, you cannot be the player and be the referee. So if the executive committee have that power, right, to just approve budget and start spending, then we shouldn't go to Congress. Then you don't need a stakeholder. You don't need us. So they are telling you that anything that falls with the responsibility of the Congress, the executive cannot undo it. They cannot face or fry in that.
So what is the way forward with this whole issue now, Glasgow?
You did a story. I'm sure you reached out to Mr. Chris, when this incident occurred, and you got a response. If he cannot, my thing is, if he hasn't got time to carry on with the program, refund the money back to the FA. Refund the money.
Glasgow,
But the FA is not putting pressure on him. The FA was the one that gave him the UF 12,000.
Because the FA is not putting pressure on him, it doesn't mean that everybody that runs football that we are done. No.
They may have told you the reason why the program is yet to be here. It is due to the rain season. From December up to now, the man said the rain been falling.
December is not being rainy. January wasn't rainy. February wasn't rainy. March it wasn't rainy.
And the man also collected some historical facts. The man also collected some historical facts.
They give the money back to the FA.
Okay, Mr. Glasgow, of recent, we have one of your colleagues here as our guest, Mr. Chris. We talk a lot about other issues. And there is the allegation about the rate that was taken at the SKD Sports Complex during the 2022 Congress, putting hot to that election activities. It is alleged that you fraud or you move a part of the rate and replace it with something best suitable in your interests. Tell us more about that rate. How the rate came about, who sponsored it, who took it there.
So, Koyo, I'm not going to dignify Chris what he said because that is impossible. The FA got copy of the rate that they received. That rate, it was in an injunction. That rate was a rate of summer. Okay. There was nothing changed. There was nothing changed. The lawyer that went to the court, I don't know him. It was through Chris. At the time, he was the president of Stadium FC. He sent me to that lawyer. So there was nothing altered. That particular rate was a rate of summer. The FA has copy of that communication. So I asked Chris a question that he said he doesn't know nothing. But right after the Congress, immediately you guys attended press
post-Congress
the next day. That when he was asking President Weah to dismiss the Youth and Sport Minister Zoka Wesi and Andy Kwame. So I was surprised that you Topo Kojo could not check Chris to remind Chris that you say that you did not know nothing.
I was at that press conference you're talking about.
You had a press conference.
I was at that press conference.
You were at the press conference.
Okay,
I can list the journalists.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen. I can list all the journalists that were I attended that press conference, and you guys were asking Chris all the hard questions. And Chris was appealing to the president of the republic to dismiss Zoka Wesi and Andy Kwame for obstructing justice. So how soon that you forgot so early, you did not remind Chris that Chris was on your platform giving the misinformation that he doesn't know nothing. He just got there and all of the blue moon and this thing was happening.
Where was Chris when the rate arrived at the SKD?
Chris, the video is everywhere. Supreme TV at the time you control, carried that line. Chris was at the SKD. Chris and myself were in communication until we got to the SKD. Chris got there before me. He was even calling back to back that the Congress was already going on.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say this, that the document was still altered. There's nothing. The FA has the evidence.
So, Mr. Glasgow, what do you think been the issue with Chris in recent time? That he's because yeah.
I respect Chris' decision to support who he wants to support. Okay, I don't know for whatever reason, he changed, but I respect his decision, and I sure he respect mine. Okay, so we all want the best for football. We all been advocating for the betterment of football in Liberia. Okay? So if Chris chooses a side, we have to respect his side. We have to respect his decision. If I choose my side, Chris has to respect my decision. Outside our football politics, we have a very, very good relationship. We talk on a daily basis, every day, Chris and myself, we talk, we have conversation as friends.
Before
a lot of policy issue, then we different.
Before that mama point accord, the mama point accord, the agreement. Chris is claiming. Let's know the discussions that were held firstly before the mama point accord took place between Chris Weah, Mr. Cassiel Kuo, and others, including you.
Thomas Kojo again, Chris is a grown-up man. Chris, very intelligent. He knows right from wrong. Everything that Chris went into, Chris was in coherence. Chris went into a willingness. There was conversation between Chris, Cassiel. So they reached an agreement before you guys came in the picture. So there was an agreement. Nobody pulled Chris. Chris is not a little kid that you say you have to do this, do. Or we have to. He did anything on a duress. No, he did it willingly. You guys sat there. Y'all interviewed Chris after they had the meeting, and he endorsed the collaboration. He spoke. So he was in coherence. He went into a willingly. So if he decided to leave for whatever reason, we have to respect his decision.
What the discussion around the photo taking?
So you guys were there. There was no other person in that picture. It was Chris and Cassette. There was no arrangement that was made say after this we bring the whole group to take picture. The two of them accepted to take the picture because they are the two front runners.
Okay, this is the Weekend Sports. We're playing host to Mr. Emmett Stitches Glasgow. He's the president of Senior Female Professionals. We're talking a lot of things here on the Weekend Sports.
So, like you are saying, Glasgow, you don't know what prompted Chris' decision because I was there that day as well when they signed that agreement. And one of Chris's quotes during that press conference was something I really admire from him. He says on that day that this is not about who held the ticket, who lead the LFA, who held the LFA. It's about working together for a common goal. Mr. Kuo and I understand this, and we are dedicated to working as a team to prevent the current president from seeking an unprecedented term. That was Chris' statement he made on that fateful day in June. I think on the on the 4th, on a Saturday. On a Saturday, yeah. I think on a Saturday or something. So I was there that day. With this statement that particular day, that you could see, a formidable force they put together on that day because Chris described it as a formidable force. I can remember Ellen statement in 2011 when you say formidable force, I'll be a formidable force. So that force, I don't know what happened beyond the in a background, but do you care to tell us what prompted the inner and the division, meaning that brought all the division and for Chris to back up because he's been working with Chris over a longer period of time to know him better?
So again, that decision, like I said, I cannot speak for Chris because I know that I did not do anything wrong to Chris. Chris had his own personal reason for which he back off. But
he gave emphasis on a reason. But Chris are giving a whole lot of reason why he back off.
The reason he back off. Okay, so I work with Chris, like you said. Yeah, it's true. I work with Chris, but Chris taking his decision. He know what's best for him, and what's not good for him. Okay. So at the time, I don't know what he saw. And maybe if he come back and say, okay, now I decide to, get out, it's not because of that I will, create animation with Chris. No, I respect his decision. When you saw when Chris left, I did a next post, telling him thank you for the time. But for me, I reaffirm my commitment to the collaboration because that's something that I choose to go for.
Okay, Jeffrey,
Chris and myself, we say, we are still good friends.
Okay.
Like I said, we talk every day. We just spoke about 30 minutes ago before you guys called me.
And before we go to the line, that talks something relatively to the national team of Liberia. The Lone Stars expected to be in action on Thursday of next week. There is this report so far, lack of funds. Glasgow, let's hear from you as a football stakeholder in Liberia. What is your thought on it?
This is a whole age something. Like I said, the Liberia Football Association, under Mustafa Raji, they are ready all the idea. We need people that is very innovative to come over and take care of this, our FA. So we cannot be having any kind of embarrassment. You cannot just be waiting. The government entrusted you with this national team. I know you're going to come back and say, oh, the national team belongs to the government. The government entrusted you with this national team. Yeah, it's the government responsibility. Yeah, but also remember, we got fundings that come from CAF that is directed strictly towards traveling for national teams. Okay, where all the funding is going? If the government cannot come in at the time, because there are a lot of priorities right now, if the government cannot come in at the time, what the FA is doing as a manager to say, okay, we will stay in the gap until government can come in. That's something they have been doing. That old age problem.
Somebody will say,
for the FA to be crying, listen, for the FA to come be crying again today, I'm not going to dignify that because that old age thing, I think that they need to solve.
But Glasgow, somebody will say that every bank crediting all along from one fuller man to ensure that Lone Star go for games.
Go back to the fuller man. When we get the money, we can pay. So go back to the fuller man, get the money, buy the train ticket, the flight, the government give you the money, go and pay the fuller man.
But Glasgow, that be fair to the discourse. You attend a whole lot of congresses where Mr. Raji have said that they are owing hotels, they are owing, and not on one occasion, not two, not three, and up to now the government is still indebted to hotels, to other people,
airline
services regarding funding.
We shouldn't be going back and forth. If Mr. Raji would do all the things that the government, let Mr. Raji step aside and give other people a chance and see whether all the old age problem about all the hotels and things happen.
It is not easy to do. It is not easy to do.
And then we're not going to dignify that. They run all the idea, let it step aside. They are not innovative. We can do the job for them. We get the answer to the Liberia national team problem.
The collaborative football stakeholders
come over and see whether we reach to that level.
Okay, let's go to the line into our callers. Call us on 0776 104 104, 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. This is the Freedom Weekend Post. We are playing host to Mr. MS Stitches Glasgow, talking a lot about things. A lot of things in Liberia, from the issue of 12,000 given to the awards committee chairperson for preparation of the Hall of Fame and other stuff. Yeah, Nima, where you join us from?
Hello?
Yeah, Achi, welcome.
Yeah, now I'm talking to Mustafa Raji out here on water. I was just asking, what I'm not saying the poor that Mustafa, at the time Mustafa Raji was that's not LFA president. Then Mustafa Raji get into LFA. Which year for FBO carrying
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Yeah, Kwastano.
Yeah, Nima, where you join us from?
Well, I'm Steven. I'm a spot love for.
Welcome, Steven. Steven who?
Yes. I'm Steven 12.
Go ahead.
I'll let Mr. Glasgow a precise question.
Go ahead, quickly all the time. Oh God, you guys are bad.
The Indemnity being the lowest in West Africa. 1. 2, to the journalists in studio. We have been hearing people pushing on the referee indemnity being the lowest in West Africa, but yes, still you people want to see the beautiful game.
Okay. Okay, Glasgow, we'll address that. He's talking about referee indemnity. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, where are you joining from?
My name is Charles Yadi, and I'm calling from Cowell. I'm a former footballer. I play for Johnson Power. I play for Great Valley. And I'm the first player to open the Simon Carrera Sports Complex between Cape Mount and Simon.
Mommy, your history too. We'll fact check it. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a very interesting program. And I think we should be able to look at the administrative disposition of the sporting authority in this country.
Okay.
Because what I see is that we expect football, soccer to improve, but it's declining. When we were playing on ball and feet, and football improved. Why now we got all the facilities, football feet, and yet the game can improve? That should be our question. So I'm here, and I have a very interest in this program. So I'm going to get in contact with you. I'm going for you myself to come here to talk, please.
Okay. Thank you. Call us on 0776 104 104 0776 104 104 086 500 104. This is the Freedom Weekend Post. We're playing host to Mr. MS Stitches Glasgow, president of Senior Female Professional, a very tough talking Liberian football stakeholder. Mr. Glasgow, before other calls come in, you listen to the first batch of callers.
So the first
okay, Mr. Glasgow, let me get this person. Very important caller. Let me get this person. Yeah, where you join us from? You better my bad.
Hello?
Yeah, where you join us from?
Good morning, Thomas.
Yeah.
Good morning to your studio guest who is in the studio. I think it is a day service to the people who play football.
It is good afternoon time.
I'm the Christopher Johnson or calling Coach Johnson.
Coach Johnson, go ahead.
Thank you. First of all, let me applaud you for the show. And now you can get it for the boys.
My man, go ahead, Momo Josie, man.
No time, all the time.
The passion of sport bring us to where we are. So I don't want to appreciate the collaborative force led by Emmett and Kasha and rest of the other guys. I think if you want to unseat someone like Raji, you need to come, you need to be very clear, you need to be proactive and bring a plan to see how best you can all do all efforts because the election is just early next year.
Okay.
And no, to just conclude.
Conclusively conclude.
To conclusively conclude, I think we are here to see any draft plan from the collaborative team.
Okay.
And try to save Raji because you don't come with a plan and
okay, thank you, Momo. Hello. Yeah, you're our final caller today. Yeah, Dua Krizo. Dua Krizo? Yeah, Dua Krizo. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I don't want to ask for one question. Can Emmett Glasgow the national team score going for money? Can Emmett Glasgow have the national team with money?
Mr. Kaseko said if the FA can reach out to him, he's willing to help. And Emmett Glasgow is part of Kaseko team.
So we say Emmett Glasgow, can you have the national team?
So,
Mama Krizo, you don't start calling.
So Krizo, why you not ask what Kaseko was talking about? If the chance being provided, you will run an assistance.
Krizo, thank you.
Yeah, manager, man.
Mama Krizo, the man after the community we're calling now. And Emma, listen to the callers.
So, okay, again, like the first caller, you need to take away emotions and face the reality.
Okay.
Mustafa Raji has one other idea. Okay. He played a part in football. He's talking about all the cool things he did. He's forgetting to know that under this administration with Mustafa Raji, from the day Raji got into power 2018 up to present, this administration has received more than 14 million United States dollars. What can we point to? We are the least.
Somebody was saying we can point. Somebody else still can point to the STD practice.
I'm not talking about no soft say nothing. We are the least in West Africa, all of 16 West African countries. Our club teams go into the CAF Confederation Cup, the Champions League. We take all of 4 teams. We come 4th place. Our national teams cannot go anywhere. Our female national team for the past years cannot take part in any major competition. And you're saying that Raji is doing well. Raji need to go. He need to go. He must go. He run out of idea. 8 years. Okay. Why you could be doing 8 years that you want to do in 12 years? Come on. We need to face in the reality. He need to take on the emotion and let facing the issues. To the subcommittee chair, he asking me that if I can provide the money. Your administration that you work with, your administration is the manager of the national team. You guys are run all the idea. Join your boss. You get on the side and let new breed of executive committee come and see whether we have the OH issue. I can guarantee you, although our administration, this OH problem about national team don't have money, will not reach to that level.
Somebody spoke about the issue of referee indemnity. The point is alleging that in West Africa they are the lowest, and you people go to Congress without even discussing about them, and without them there'll be no ball at the middle of the pitch.
Why they can vote?
So the referee, sorry to say, but they are a member of the FA. I can remember since I become a stakeholder and we've been going to Congress that one day the referee association have voted no to any of the budget. They don't even
that doesn't mean you shouldn't advocate. That doesn't mean you shouldn't advocate for them.
So they should look in the budget and see what is there for referee indemnity. It's only the kind of representation of Congress. So they don't say no, they agree with everything. How you want to put it on us? We advocate. I stood against the administration. Numerous times we went to Congress, I voted no to the budget over 8 times.
Yeah, you're on record for that.
I'm on record for that because I see that a lot of discrepancy that can be in the budget. But you have a representation at the level of the referee committee and referee association. But you go to Congress and you say yes, that means everything is okay. What is there for referee is okay. You feeding your pee, you wearing your shoe, you know the size of your shoe.
Okay, Glasgow. Let's get a party comment and wrap up all of time.
Again, Kojo, we are gearing towards the election, and we are now in the political season. Like I said, people been asking, are being too quiet. We will be we're wearing our armor jacket. Those of you that can be catching feelings,
for what year? Wear armor jacket.
Emotions. We will continue to engage the FA constructively. We will expose all the ills within the FA and be telling the Liberian people and the stakeholder why this administration under Mustafa Raji should not go for the 3rd term.
Okay, Glasgow. Thank you very much. We hope we can catch up later on. Thank you, Glasgow. And we all have time, Johnny. Let me just hear from you. 30 seconds, don't go. All have time.
I'm glad to be back again. But I appreciate the fact that the FA gave a very genuine reason why they found that ML claim were being provided the 12,000 outside the budget. If they are in violations, I think there's need for them to tell a violation or not. They need to explain to all. Need to explain to all the duties right now for them. Because given from the fact the article I read from you that saying that because of reading season, and all that stuff and that he can get the money back in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds. And so you're giving 2 scenarios because of reading season, he can get the money back in 2 seconds. So what happens
if stakeholder keep pressuring, he can get the money back in 2 seconds.
So why indicate that means the money has already been used?
All of time,
but not being used for the internal purpose.
No, I can't confirm that all of time. This is the weekend sports. This is how we love to go home. My friend Giant Tumor from Pitch Africa has been here with me, and Lazali Wanin, the ball fetch from Taka Senegal. He has been here also. Until I catch you, God willing, next week Monday I'll be here. Bye bye.
na